Good morning, I'm Praram with the Hal. Let's begin with the main stories. Parliamentarians charged of indulging in facilities and perks rather than their duties. The practice likely to further dent the national coffers. Disputes emerged between coalition partners CPNUML and Maoist Centre regarding Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's modus operandi. Premier Oli alleged of taking unilateral decisions. Former Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad scores a historic victory in the general election. At 92 years of age, defeats the Barisan National Coalition, which has been in power for 60 years. And Juventus wins its fourth successive Italian Cup title, crushes AC Milan 4-0 in the tournament finale. Let us now begin with some latest national political updates. Coalition partner CPN Maoist Centre has expressed serious objection towards the single-handedness of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. The Maoist Centre has objected towards modus operandi of the Prime Minister, saying that he has been taking unilateral decisions in terms of government functioning and the much-awaited party unification. CPN Maoist Centre has been alarmed by a recent tweet by Prime Minister Oli, where he mentioned that the government is on the path of development and that forces are still active to change the power equation for personal interest. The comments were hinted at the coalition partner CPN Maoist Centre, which according to media report were ready to change guard in case of better power sharing with other political forces. The leaders of CPN Maoist Centre are of the opinion that Prime Minister Oli's recent move of issuing statements regarding government operation, budget preparation and other concerns of party unification without holding discussion with the major coalition could pose obstacles to party unification. Despite the unification process touted to be in its final phase, the two parties are often found to engage themselves in disputes in one or the other pretext. Prior to this, Maoist Centre had not taken part in cabinet formation, while disputes were also witnessed before Premier Oli's state visit to India regarding transfer of the secretariat. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is embarking on a two-day state visit to Nepal on 11th of May, tomorrow, upon the invitation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. The government made public the schedule of Premier Modi's Nepal visit at the last hour, while it also informed the parliament about the imminent Modi's visit yesterday itself. According to the Minister of Foreign Affairs Pradeep Gyawali, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Janakpur along with Mustang's Muktinath. He will be addressing the public in Janakpur, while it was also informed that the visiting Prime Minister would also inaugurate the bus service linking Janakpur and Ayodhya. A civic reception is also scheduled for Indian Prime Minister Modi in the capital. The Indian Premier will be holding official parleys with the President, Vice President and Prime Minister of Nepal. The Prime Minister duo will also jointly lay the foundation stone of the 900 megawatt Arun-3rd hydroelectricity project to be constructed with the joint investment of Nepal and India. Indian Premier's state visit is likely to give way to new agreements as well. However, before Nepal inks new bilateral deals with India, it is viewed imperative on behalf of Nepal government to stress on the implementation of past agreements. It has been confirmed that the civic felicitation letters of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be prepared in Nepali, Maithili, Hindi and English languages. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that it had directed Janakpur Sub-Metropolis to prepare the felicitation letters in only Maithili, Nepali and English languages. Meanwhile, Janakpur's Mayor Lal Kishore Yadav has clarified that felicitation would move ahead in Hindi as well, which he said was as per the directive of the central government. The officials of Foreign Ministry had earlier said that the felicitation letter would be prepared in Nepali, Maithili and English languages only. However, the ministry has not yet revealed about whether or not it had issued an official statement in this regard. On the other hand, Mayor of Janakpur Metropolis Yadav said that everything had been executed as per the government's directive. Speaking with Kantipur television, no direction was issued from the government to avoid using Hindi language in the felicitation letter. Minister for Foreign Affairs Pradeep Gyawali, who reached Janakpur following allegations against the ministry of not giving due attention towards Indian Premier's visit, said that a directive had been issued to Janakpur Sub-Metropolis regarding the language to be used in the letter. However, he did not make clear about what exactly was mentioned in the directive. Minister Gyawali has said that the use of Hindi language during the felicitation was not encouraged, as leaders within the party had expressed dissatisfaction. It was saying it was against the party's policy. Meanwhile, statement of Janakpur's mayor about including Hindi language as per the government's directive itself illustrates that the ministry has adopted dual characteristics in this case. Now, the government has decided to distribute 100,000 rupees each to the families of those killed by thunderstorm. The meeting of the Council of Ministers held yesterday evening at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balughar decided to distribute 100,000 rupees to the families of the victims who were killed by thunderstorm in districts including Dhanusa, Mohtari, Siraha and Chiton among others. The meeting also decided to provide 2 sets of zinc seats to the victim families for construction of their shelter. Likewise, yesterday's meeting also decided provision of 1 billion rupees from the Prime Minister's Relief Fund to Disaster Management Fund. The federal system in Nepal was introduced with the aim of decentralizing the government and ensuring development at every part of the country. The nation was divided into 7 provinces, and following the central and provincial elections, each new province now has parliamentarians elected by the public. However, instead of attending to their responsibilities, parliamentarians are seen indulging in the services and facilities that comes with their positions. Apart from making demands for the post of personal secretaries, lawmakers of province number 5 put forth demands by security guards and duty-free vehicles. The Sher-Bahadur-Deva-led government 2 decades back had allowed lawmakers to buy duty-free vehicles with subsidized custom charges, a provision the lawmakers misused by purchasing vehicles with subsidized price and then selling them at higher market price. The demands put forth by the lawmakers at the Provincial Assembly has strengthened a system that attempts to depict the lawmakers as a privileged section of the society. The practice is further likely to dent the national coffers. In this context, we had asked the locals of province number 5 what they have to say about the lawmakers of their province demanding for attractive facilities, including duty-free vehicles. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
जनता र देशको लागि सेवा गर्छु भनेर जनप्रतिनिधिको रूपमा अनुमित भएका सांसदहरूले यस्तो माग राख्नु भनेको देश र जनताको लागि दुर्भाग्यको कुरा हो।
आर्थिक उन्नतितर्फ देश दोहोरिनु पर्नेमा पहिला सांसदहरूले आफूलाई आफ्नो उन्नतितर्फ देशलाई डराउनु खोजेको जस्तो भान हुन्छ।
देश र जनतालाई बढीभन्दा बढी सुविधा दिने कुराहरूमा केन्द्रित हुनुपर्नेमा उहाँहरू आफ्नो सुविधा मात्र केन्द्रित भइरहेको जस्तो देखिन्छ, त्यो ठिक होइन।
पुरानो शैलीमा नै मिटिङ गर्नु छ, सुविधा खोज्नु छ भने त हामीलाई केही भन्नु छैन। यो पछि फेरि अर्को क्रान्ति हुन सक्छ।
अहिले जनताका जुन समस्याहरू छन् ती समस्याहरूलाई सबभन्दा पहिला उहाँहरूले सम्बोधन गर्नुपर्छ।
आफूले सत्तामा पुगेर आफ्नै भला गर्न लाग्यो भने that is not good.
उहाँहरूले आफ्नो लागि आफ्नो मात्रै पेट र आफ्नो मात्रै सेवा सुविधा हेर्छन् भनेपछि त हामी जनताहरूलाई त कसले हेर्छ नि।
पहिलो कुरो तपाईको जनताको लागि काम गर्नु पर्यो हैन, पहिलो प्रदेशलाई बनाउनु पर्यो, आफ्नो जिल्लालाई आफ्नो ठाउँलाई बनाउनु पर्यो, त्यसपछि बल्ल गएर यी कुराहरू पछिका माग हुन्।
खाली आफ्नो सेवा सुविधा गाडी भत्ता कम भयो तलब कम भयो भन्ने हो भने उहाँहरूले राजीनामा दिनुपर्छ। जनताका उम्मेदवार उहाँहरू हुन सक्नुहुन्न।
Lumbini Bauddha University, against general thinking that it only enrolls teachings on Bauddha philosophy and education, has recently introduced academic programs taught by other universities as well. The university was established amid demands from the Buddhist scholars to emphasize the true definition of Bauddha philosophy and character development. The primary objective of this university is to investigate, expand and research on Bauddha philosophy and literature. However, to the surprise of many, the university is now introducing master's level programs on disaster risk engineering and management, along with construction engineering and management and tour and travel program in bachelor's level, associating them with Bauddha teachings. The university has expressed confidence that the addition was made to promote Bauddha philosophy and was as per the students' interest and growing needs. As of now, the university has 91 postgraduates, while 11 students have received their PhD. Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what's your take on Lumbini Buddha University giving affiliation to campuses and matching subjects? Your options are A, affiliation business, B, lack of monitoring, and C, compulsion. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and then send it to 8080 to share your opinion with us. Time now for some international news. Former Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad has scored a historic victory in the general election. At the age of 92, Mahathir defeated the Barisan National Coalition, which has been in power over 60 years. According to the Election Commission, Mahathir's opposition alliance had won 115 seats, while government coalition BN limited on 79 seats over the threshold of 112 seats needed to form a government. He had come out of retirement to take on his former protege, Najib Razak, who has been beset by allegations of corruption and cronyism. Mahathir said he hoped a swearing-in ceremony would be held on Thursday. He will become the oldest elected leader in the world. A government spokesman later declared nationwide public holidays for Thursday and Friday. Opposition supporters poured onto the streets in celebration as the results became clear. The BN and its major party, the United Malayas National Organization, have dominated Malaysian politics since the country won independence from Britain in 1957, but the once powerful coalition has seen its popularity decline in recent years. Mahathir, who was once an integral part of BN and a member of Najib, abandoned the coalition in 2016.
Sports news.
Kantipur Publications, the organizers of the Kantipur Half Marathon, announced the dates for this year's edition at a press conference held yesterday. While 7 of the previous editions were held on the organization's anniversary in February, the 8th edition will be held on the 19th of May. The organizers said the change of dates was an initiation to make the event a part of National Athletics calendar rather than making it a part of publications' anniversary celebrations. Kantipur Publications Assistant General Manager Maheshwar has said the organization is making efforts to include half marathon in the calendar of Nepal Athletics Association. The half marathon will kick off from the publications office at Thapatali's Central Business Park and will continue till Bhaktapur's Sallakari Junction before rerouting back to the starting point. Winners of both the male and female category will bag a cash prize of 50,000 each along with a scooter. Along with the half marathon, the annual event of the 19th May will also include 5-kilometer corporate, media and wheelchair race. The winners of male and female categories in the wheelchair race will receive 20,000 rupees each. Organizers have expected around 25,000 participants in the half marathon and said the routes have also been certified already. Meanwhile, the half marathon has been sponsored by Raman Motors Runner Motorbike. Juventus has won its 4th successive Italian Cup title. Juventus crushed AC Milan 4-0 in the tournament finale played last night. Despite a goalless first half, Juventus came all guns blazing in the second half of the match. Mehdi Benatia scored a brace while Douglas Costa found the net as Juventus were gifted an own goal by Kalinic to secure the 4-0 win. It was the old ladies' 13th record Italian Cup success. Having won the cup, Juve have also inched closer to the Italian League Serie A triumph. Juve needs a single point from 2 remaining matches to win the league for the 4th successive season. Defending champions Mumbai Indians have climbed to the 4th spot in the Indian Premier League IPL table. In the match played last night, Mumbai thrashed Kolkata Knight Riders by a mammoth 102 runs. With the win, Mumbai have kept their hopes of progressing to the playoffs alive. In the match played at Kolkata's home ground Eden Garden, Mumbai lost the toss and were put to bat first, where they scored a total of 210 runs, losing 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Ishan Kishan played an impressive innings as he scored blazing 62 runs off just 21 balls. His innings included 5 fours and 6 sixes. Kolkata bowlers appeared helpless in front of Mumbai's batting prowess. In reply, chasing 211 runs for a win, Kolkata were bowled out at 108 runs in 18.1 overs. Hardik Pandya and Krunal Pandya picked 2 wickets each to demolish Kolkata innings. Despite equal 10 points from 11 matches, Kolkata are now placed 5th in the table owing to net run rate. Delhi Daredevils play against Sunrisers Hyderabad at the IPL match slated for tonight. Now, Real Madrid have suffered a loss against Sevilla at the Spanish La Liga. In the match before the UEFA Champions League finale, Real Madrid lost 3-2 against Sevilla. Zinedine Zidane made 7 changes to the side that drew 2-2 against Barcelona in El Clasico last Sunday as injuries, suspensions and a need to rotate saw Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, Toni Kroos and Luka Modric sit out, with Sevilla taking full advantage with a little help from their former player Sergio Ramos. Although Madrid were afforded plenty of the ball, they were not very effective and found themselves trailing 26 minutes in, Wissam Ben Yedder scoring his first La Liga goal since February with aplomb. Madrid's response lacked urgency and Sevilla remained the brighter going forward, eventually extending their lead through Miguel Luan's fine finish right before interval. Ramos wasted a chance to get the visitors back in when his penalty came back off the crossbar, and things got even worse for the centre-back, much to the delight of the home fans when he turned into his own net with 6 minutes remaining. Substitute Borja Mayoral pulled one back before Ramos converted from the spot at the second attempt deep into second half stoppage time, but Sevilla held on for 3 points that take them into the final Europa League spot, while Zinedine Zidane's side remained 3 adrift of second-place Atletico Madrid. The visitors were awarded another penalty when Marcelo was adjudged to have shoved Theo Hernandez inside the box and Ramos fired home in the 95th minute. It was too little too late for Madrid, though, meaning they are now face an uphill battle to finish second. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Have a great day ahead.